Unless you've been living under a rock, you've more than likely heard of blogging. A blog is nothing more than a website that is organized around a specific topic. Unlike a portal site, like Yahoo.com, that has all manner of information on its pages, a blog is very specific in scope. That specificity could be the experience of a particular person, as with personal blogs, or concerning a particular subject like new mothers. These specialized subjects are called niches. To earn money blogging, you must find a niche that is reasonably popular and has people who are regularly searching for information that you can provide. This can be anything from your favorite cookie recipes to movie reviews. You create a simple blog site and then monetize it so that when targeted visitors arrive on your site, you make money. In this particular money-making scenario, the easy part is creating the blog. But before you can do that, you have to understand a couple of basic concepts about online marketing, namely how to find a niche and targeted visitors. What is a niche, and how do you find one? Apparently, according to recent statistics, the most popularly searched information topic on the net is make money at home, closely followed by weight loss. These are both hugely broad topics or subjects, markets in themselves rather than niches. A sector like weight loss for teenagers is a subsection of the overall weight loss market, something that is moving closer to being a niche market. However, given that there is still a huge mass of information available about weight loss for teenagers on the net, it is not really a niche as it is still too broad. If, however, a searcher was looking for or you are providing information about weight loss for Christian teenagers, then you have narrowed down your market still further to a genuine niche. So the first way of coming up with niche ideas is to look up from your computer monitor at the room around you. Almost everything you see could be the root of a niche market idea. For example, if there is a clock on the wall, you may be surprised to know that grandfather clocks represents a very popular niche. If you can see family pictures, all aspects of photography are massively popular on the net too. Next, you can search popular resources like eBay Pulse, a list of everything that is popular on the world's #1 auction site, or Amazon.com to check out the best sellers. Best sellers are by definition popular, and if possible, you want to build a site in a popular niche because this is how you manage to draw targeted visitors to your site. What is in the news right now? If there is any story that looks like it is set to run and run, there is no reason why you cannot build a blog site that focuses on that particular topic, because even if it only makes money for 12 months, it is enough to keep you going whilst you build other similar blog sites focused on other popular niches that you discover as you go along. However you do it, don't make the mistake that many newbie online marketers make of overcomplicating the niche selection process. All you need to do at this stage is come up with a list of 20 ideas or so, because your research will narrow these down to the best ones a little later. So whatever you can think of, put it down on your list. The targeted visitor concept. Once you build any kind of website through which you want to make money, the key to achieving success is your ability to pull targeted visitors to that site. The easiest way of explaining what this means is to use an example. Say you decide to build a niche targeted blog that focuses on grandfather clocks. If through your marketing efforts, you can find people who are looking for information about grandfather clocks that you can send to your site, the chances are pretty good that lots of people will visit and that you will make money from them when they do so. If, however, the people that you are putting your marketing materials in front of are primarily interested in golf, soccer, or tropical fish, the chances of those people visiting your site are almost zero, as there is nothing there to interest them. This is the other side of the online money-making paradigm. If you have a site that is focused on a particular niche and can bring people to it who are already interested in your topic. You will make money. If, however, your site or your marketing activities are unfocused, then your money-making capabilities will be severely restricted. Before proceeding with your efforts to create your blog, you should therefore clarify that there are enough people interested in the idea with which you are thinking of working before going any further. To do this, open up the Google Keyword Research tool and type in the main subject that you want to research. Click the Get Keyword Ideas button at the bottom to generate a list of all of the search items that people use to find grandfather clock information from the Google search engine. If you sort these by clicking on the highlighted Global Monthly Search Volume column header, you will see the most popular search terms in this market niche, with the figure shown representing an average number of people using this search term on a monthly basis over the previous year. Not surprisingly, the most commonly searched term is grandfather clock, or clock grandfather. However, these will also be terms where Google already has the most sites listed, so the competition to try to attract targeted visitors to your site using these terms is going to be very tough. If, however, you look at some of the terms a little further down the list, you begin to see the search terms where there is less competition. There are 74,000 people a month looking for information about antique grandfather clocks, with 14,800 using the singular version of the same search term. What you need to establish is, how many results does Google already have listed for these terms, as this tells you how much competition there would be if you create marketing materials based on these search terms. There are 74,000 searches every month, but only 29,400 results listed by Google. Any competition research that shows less than 100,000 competing results is a good one, but anything less than 30,000 is outstanding. This is therefore a phrase that you would use in your marketing materials to attract targeted visitors to your site. This is also very good with almost the same number of monthly searches and results. Okay, there are other results to research, especially this Howard Miller grandfather clock search. Again, it's another good result. You would therefore write an article with this in the main key term in it to add to your blog to attract targeted visitors. Okay, you are now ready to start to build your site. Go to blogger.com, and if you have any type of Google account, sign in using your normal login information. Alternatively, create a new Blogger account and sign in using that. After you are signed in, look for the Create a Blog link at the top right-hand corner of the dashboard page. On the next page, you have to give your new blog a title and a URL, the latter of which needs to be unique. Consequently, as it makes sense to give your blog the same URL and title, you should check the availability of the URL that you are interested in registering before the title. If possible, you should try to include one of the key search terms, known as a keyword term in online marketing parlance, in the URL and title, because this helps Google and the other major search engines understand what your site is about. However, you may have to be a little creative when using Blogger, as most of the more obvious URLs have already been taken. In the previous example, Best Antique Grandfather Clock is still available, so this is the key term that we use in the URL and title. On the next page, you choose a suitable template, and whilst you can choose any templates you like, I'm going to leave the setting as per the default for the purposes of this illustration. Clicking the orange Continue at the bottom of the page completes the process, and your site is ready to go. Now you need to start adding articles to your site, each of which should use one of the search terms that you discovered earlier as the main focus of the article. You shouldn't go crazy by including the term 20 or 30 times, but if you can work it into the text of your article at least 3 or 4 times, this is enough. Make sure that it is featured in both the first and last paragraph of the article as well as in the title. Here is an example. All over the world, there are many millions of people who are fascinated by antique grandfather clocks. Whilst for some, antique clocks are a thing that represents nothing more than history and are ancient forebears for enthusiasts, antique grandfather clocks are very much a thing of modern beauty, elegance, and grace. This site is going to bring you information about these beautiful artifacts from all over the world, featuring the latest news, ideas, products, and information about the leading experts in the field. So this is a site to bookmark and come back to on a regular basis if you are a devotee of antique grandfather clocks. Furthermore, with our contacts in the industry, we will often get wind of special offers that most people will know nothing about. And of course, whenever we do, you will be the first to know as long as you keep checking back for the latest news. Note that the very first time I have mentioned the keyword term I am focused on, it has been added in bold for additional emphasis. I have also added suitable labels at the bottom right to make sure that Google knows what keyword terms this article is centered upon. I clicked the Publish Post button, and all being well, it is now added to my site. What you need to do at this early stage is publish 5 or 6 articles to your blog before notifying the major search and directory resources that you have done so by pinging them after adding each article. To do this, use the free services of PingOat and FeedShark, and do this every time you publish a new article in the future as well. Only after you have added a reasonable number of articles should you consider monetizing the site. When you're ready to do so, the easiest and quickest way of monetizing the blog is through Google AdSense, a service that allows you to add targeted advertising materials to your site. When a visitor to your site clicks on one of these ads, you earn a percentage of the advertising revenue as a commission, even though your site visitor has not spent any money. If you do not already have an AdSense account, sign up for one now. When you sign up for a new account, you have to give Google a site which they can check before authorizing membership, hence adding a few articles to your site before applying for membership. Once you have an AdSense account, click the Monetize tab at the top right-hand corner of the Blogger dashboard. Choose the ad format that you want to use. I would always leave it on the default setting as shown. Input your AdSense member ID and confirm your actions. If you now view your blog page, you should see the adverts appearing in the side column and beneath the most recent post that you added. When you first view these ads, they will probably be untargeted, but after you add another article or two, you will find that they become highly targeted. In other words, on my grandfather clock site, the adverts shown will focus on grandfather clocks and other related subjects which are of interest to my targeted visitors. Consequently, a proportion of them will click on the links to see what is available, and as a result, I will get a paid commission. The beauty of this particular business model is that you do not need to sell anything to make money. The downside of it is that for every click on your ads, you are likely to earn cents rather than dollars. So until you have a stable of niche targeted blog sites similar to this one, you are not going to see the big money. Nevertheless, as long as you can put your promotional materials in front of potentially targeted visitors, creating a targeted blog in this way will make money, and of course, because you are using completely free resources, you can replicate the same process as many times as you want. You can even display ads or post paid reviews from networks like text-link-ads.com or payperpost.com. Quick tip. Instead of getting paid peanuts for each click you generate on your AdSense ads, wouldn't it be cool if you could earn $10, $20, or even $30 and above for each click?